Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I wanted to do a quick update for you on my experience with the Curly Girl method. And that update is that I'm a dirty, rotten quitter. Not completely, you can see that my hair is curled, but I have decided to back away from the internet forums and from the to-do videos and stop buying new things and stop trying new things. I found this sort of little sweet spot where a few things have helped me and really improved my experience, and I don't even know if they're technically a Curly Girl method or just offshoots of it, but I wanted to share it with you because I was so close to just throwing my hands up and not even doing any of this anymore. I was finding that every new thing that I tried was just not getting me the results that I wanted. Other than changing products, I do agree that it's really good to get sulfates and parabens and silicones and all of that out of your hair product. But if you still have a ton of shampoo from your old life and you still feel like you need to shampoo your hair because it's the summertime, we're getting sweaty or whatever, I don't see any harm in doing it. In fact, when I stopped shampooing my hair, I felt like I smelled like body odor and my hair always looked gross. So I still do shampoo my hair every now and then. It's with I have a whole plethora of, I've got drugstore stuff, I've got professional lines. But the most important changes I made, in my opinion, are the conditioners I'm using and the styling products. So, well, that's pretty much everything. The shampoo I think is inconsequential. I have been conditioning my hair with VO5 coconut conditioner, and that's super cheap. It's a drugstore line. And then I'm also sometimes deep conditioning with the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt. It's this light blue line. I think it might be exclusive to Ulta. At least that's where I've always bought it. And it's almost always on sale, like buy two, get one free or buy one, get one half off. And the only two products from that line that I use, I've tried a few and returned some. Some of them didn't have Curly Girl approved products, like there was some kind of glossing product. It wasn't Curly Girl approved, and then the shampoo and conditioner made my hair feel like straw, so I hated those. But this is great. This is the leave-in that I use, and then there's a little pot of deep conditioner. So sometimes I'll use that if I have time or if I'm feeling like it. This is what I put in the shower into my wet hair. I just unscrew it and dump it into my hand, and then I apply it with praying hands method. I find that praying hands method is the only way for me to distribute product and get nice, shiny, like clumped curls. Otherwise, it gets all separated and stringy looking. And it gives me what I call trashy curls. Sorry. I know some people like that style, not me. The other thing is I use LA Looks gel. I put that right on top when my hair is sopping wet. After I put the leave-in conditioner, I put that right on top, praying hands method, and then I micro plop, that's been like the biggest change I've made. My friend Kayla, Kayla Does Keto here on YouTube and on Instagram, her Curly Girl journey is like, oh my gosh, her hair looks so good. So she's kind of encouraging me to keep going, but I was getting really close to just never doing it ever again. I was starting to feel really bad about myself and about my results. And she said, you know, sometimes I feel kind of crappy too, but she mentioned this micro plopping just days later. Someone just came up with it, evidently, and I wish I could credit her here. If I remember to, I'll link it below. But if you search hashtag micro plopping on Instagram, there's like 10 posts about it because it's that new. But basically what you do is you just take a microfiber towel or a t-shirt and you grab sections of your sopping wet hair covered in product and squeeze up to your scalp for like about 10 seconds and let go, and you can just see the curls just magically forming before your eyes. And then you leave it to air dry. And that's what I did today. I don't have any hairspray or any additional product in my hair. I'm just kind of bumming it around the house today, so I didn't feel the need to do anything fancier. But once it started, here's one of my other tricks is because plopping didn't work for me, but micro plopping is a miracle. I also was foolishly waiting until my hair was bone dry to scrunch out the crunch. And because you read that all the time, but for me, if I had a couple pieces that were drying sort of wonky, or if I had a section in the back of my head that was like moved over and leaving like not a bald spot, but you know what I mean? It was like making it look like I slept on the back of my head. if I scrunch out the crunch before my hair is fully dry, when it's just still a little bit damp, it allows some of those pieces to sort of fall and sometimes fix themselves a little. Not always, but it definitely won't happen if your hair is dry. If you've done it after your hair is dried, that's how it's gonna look. But if you're unhappy with certain sections and you can just wet your fingers a little bit and kind of scrunch them through, it makes a huge difference. So I'm a lot happier with my results now than I was. I bought a special diffuser. I bought a whole bunch of different product. I have been trying a lot of different things, and ultimately I kept trying them and having worse results by the day. Every day it was like every new thing I tried made my hair look worse. One thing that I will tell you that I don't really advocate for people cutting their own hair, but you guys, you know, those of you who know me know that I learned how to like very basic hair trimming from my mother, who was a stylist until I was in my early 20s. And so I know very basic scissoring techniques, and I saw this haircut going around called the unicorn cut for curly girls. You can Google it, and there's a diagram, an image of how to do it. And I think that made a big difference as well, because it helped with some layering in the back of my hair because I had some real straight and flat spots. And basically that method is to pull your hair, all of your hair forward like a unicorn horn, where it would be, and tie it up, and then you do the trim from there. And then after that, I took a section at the crown of my hair, like right here, and I pulled it forward and did the same thing, and that gave me some nice layers in the back. If you're not comfortable with the idea of cutting your own hair, do not try it. But I've just been burned way too many times at the salon by people who I trusted, or that I think maybe had something going on in their personal lives that day. And I don't know, I had one girl that I was over tipping because I was so nervous that she didn't like me, or I was doing one of those things on those lists that are like 15 things your stylist wants you to stop doing. And I just got so socially anxious and awkward and paranoid that I just thought, I'm not even gonna go to someone who is technically like Diva Cut approved. You can Google those people as well if you'd rather do that. That's probably your best bet, is to go to a curly hairstylist. But I took a chance and I trimmed my own hair. Curly hair is a lot more forgiving when you make a mistake, but again, I cannot stress enough, do not cut your own hair if you've never done it before, or if you're nervous about what the results might be. Or if you have too little hair to get it fixed without cutting it all off if you have to. If you have to go to a professional after the fact. But I'm really well versed in it. I've been cutting my hair for years, so I felt comfortable doing that, and I think that helped a lot as well. I just have to make sure I stay on top of that, make sure I don't have any dry ends, because if you have dead split ends or dry ends, which some of this in the front here probably could go, I could probably lose about 3 inches here, but I'm a brat and I like the length. But I'll tell you what, curly hair is less forgiving of dry ends than it is of a poor haircut. So, but that's it. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know I'm still in it, sort of, but I'm not following it strictly, and I've stopped researching it because it was making me crazy. And if somebody comes up with something that works for them, I'll consider it for me. But until then, I'm happy with where things are right now. And I'm hoping that it only gets better the longer I do it, because supposedly the longer you do it for, the better it starts to look, I guess. So, but I've been so excited to see everybody's progress and how many people have been jumping on board. It warms my heart. I just love seeing women embracing their natural hair texture. It's so awesome. And I hope it's very freeing for you as well. So if you've picked up any great tips or found any really great products along the way, I'd love to hear about them. But otherwise, that is it for now. All right, guys, ladies, everybody. I don't know why I'm so awkward right now. Bye.